Shalom, shalom, shalom. Call hello, Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shah Bashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. And peace and salutations to the elect, pushing this truth across the four corners of the planet Earth, risking their lives and freedom to do so. All right. And, it says Costa Rica declared national emergency after massive hack. All right. And this is what's coming, man. There's going to be more of these massive hacks, man. Okay, Dabu 7 and a couple other, so-called truthers. We're going into how, there's going to be cyber. They're going to be basically grid attacks, man. All right, and the Lord is speeding up things, man, for the elect's sake, man. All right. It says the attack may affect taxpayers all over the nation. If you ever needed proof that cyber attacks are very real and devastating thing, the entire country of Costa Rica has declared a national emergency after being bombarded with digital attacks, man. Okay. And this is what's coming to America, man. All right. It says, bleeping computer reports that the Costa Rican president has officially announced a state of emergency for the nation. This comes after a huge attack from the Conti ransomware group, which has ties to the Wizard Spider cybercrime syndicate, responsible for many attacks, including malware like Ryuk, which targets hospitals, man. Generally speaking, these are some really bad dudes who have no plans to rescue President Chavez, man. All right. And yeah, man. This is Esau's whole agenda, man. This is his plan, man. All right, he's testing things out, okay, before they use it on America, man. All right, and they're gonna blame it on Russia, man. We see that coming. All right, and that's gonna lead to what World War III, man. All right, because Russia is gonna retaliate because of what America is doing. America is aiding the enemy of Russia, which is Ukraine. You keep sending billions and billions of dollars over there. Okay, you're an enemy now. Okay, you're lending. You're basically you're fighting against me, man. All right, because if you're not with me, you're against me, man. It says in the initial attack, after the initial attack, the offending group Conti had demanded a $10 million ransom from the Costa Rican Finance Ministry, which went unpaid. In response, Conti has reportedly released 97% of the total 672 gigabyte data stolen from Costa Rican government. All right, and who knows what that data is, man? So probably nothing but corruption. Okay, wicked works, man. Because all these governments are they have did a deal, okay, with the World Economic Forum and the WHO. Okay, uh, times is about to speed up, man. All right, E is about to make his move, man. It says the Ministry of Finance is also yet to fully confirm the exact breadth of the attack, which includes what personal data from taxpayers that may have been gathered. It could well be that personal data from many Costa Rican citizens has been gathered by these bad actors. That's a huge privacy breach, potentially affecting an entire country. So it's no surprise this state of emergency has been called. And through cyber attacks, you probably won't be able to have access to your banking system. Okay, they probably stole all your money. All right, everything, man, everything. Okay, this is what's coming, man. And this is why the Lord is going to do away with technology, man. All right, because technology is carnal, man. And the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, right? The Lord isn't dealing with Esau's technology, even though he gave you, okay, he blessed you with having this, the wisdom for you to even had these sorts of things. But he's seen that it was nothing but wickedness, man. okay, especially in the hands of the devil. All right. It says the attack that Costa Rica is suffering from cyber criminals, cyber terrorists, is declared a national emergency, and we are signing this decree precisely to declare a state of national emergency in the entire public sector of the Costa Rica state, and allow our society to respond to these attacks as criminal acts, said the president. All right. Currently, one individual threat actor known as has taken responsibility for the attack. They have threatened additional attacks as ransoms. Have gone unpaid and have stated that will be more serious. So these even more right reason. So there's even more reason for Costa Rica to be especially vigilant at this time, man. All right. And that's the point, man. Cyber attacks, man. We're in a new age. We're in a new age, man. All right. And I want to get this. It says senators quickly passed bill to expand security for families of Supreme Court justices, man. Why are they doing this? Okay, let's see what they got in here. It says member of the U.S. Senate passed a bipartisan bill Monday that will expand security protection to the immediate family members of Supreme Court justices following recent protests at some justices' homes. So these people, these Babylonians, they're not going for the ways of the society, man. All right, these people are they're getting violent, man. All right, this is the way of the world. The way of the world is the Lord is putting His Spirit in the earth, man. All right, the Lord is putting His Spirit. He's waking up these spirits, man. All right, these are going to be the spirits created for vengeance, man. Okay, it says the Supreme Court Policy Parity Act was approved by unanimous consent, meaning no senators objected to its quick passage, man. Okay, and that's the power of this government. Okay, they make the laws. Okay, and you Babylonians, you Americans, you got to deal with it. But now that these Babylonians have seen how corrupt this government is, they're not backing down, man. All right, and that's going to lead to what? Sedition. Salakia. This is 2nd Esdras 15 and verse 16. It says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power," man. All right, but that's the point. It says sedition. Sedition means a violent uprising, man. All right, it says, and invading one another. Right, they're going to start invading these politicians' houses, these governors. Okay, all these people that make the laws, they're going to be there's going to be a rising up against them. All right. And it says they shall not regard their kings nor princes, man. All right, so then these Babylonians and the rest of the world, these heathens, okay, these other countries, they're not going to give a damn about these people who's create the laws, these politicians, prime ministers, presidents, secretary of states. Nobody is going to be spared, man. The Lord is about to pour His Spirit completely out upon the earth, man. All right. It's about to be a lot of judgment going on, man. All right. This is the book of Salakia. Well, I'm going to keep reading. It says the Supreme Court Policy Parity Act was approved by unanimous consent, meaning no senators objected to its quick passage because they know they got to cover their ass, man. All right. It says the legislation must also be passed by the House before going to President Joe Biden's desk for his signature. The push in Congress comes 1 week after Politico's bombshell leaked draft of an opinion, which indicated the court is poised to overturn Roe v. Wade as soon as next month. Senators which is nothing but a distraction, all right? And E is going to use this Roe v. Wade thing against the Bible. Okay, this is why a lot of these women, these protesters that are with this abortion wickedness, all right, they're going up to these churches, man. All right, so they're about to start doing away with the Bible, man. All right, it says It says the events of the past week have intensified the focus of Supreme Court justices' families, who are unfortunately facing threats to their safety in today's increasingly polarized political climate. Right? And it said Cornyn in the news release ahead of the bill's passage Monday evening. We must act to ensure justices and their families are protected from those who wish to cause them harm by extending Supreme Court police security to family members. If the members of Supreme Court justices have the same profile and exposure as the high-ranking officials in our government, they deserve the same level of protection. We must take threats that come from extremes on both sides of the political spectrum against the Supreme Court justices seriously, and that makes this bill an unfortunate necessity, man. All right, and this uprising is going to lead to a civil war, man. All right, it's going to lead to a civil war, and this is going to bring in martial law, man. All right, these people are not going to stop, man, because the government had. When you go into that word government, I mean govern means control, means mental. Okay, and the government has a control on the mind of the people, man. All right, every time they don't get their way, these Babylonians are like a spoiled child, man. Okay, when they don't get their way, what do? They protest, man, which leads to nothing. You get nothing out of a protest, man. All right, but now these people want something out of it, man. All right, and they're not going to stop till they get something done, man. It says the U.S. Marshals Service said in a statement Monday that they are helping to respond to increased security concerns stemming from the unauthorized release of the draft opinion. The Marshal of the Supreme Court and the Supreme Court Police are responsible for the protection of the United States Supreme Court and its facilities. The statement said the U.S. Marshals has a strong partnership with the Supreme Court Police, and upon the request of the Marshal of the Supreme Court, the USMS does provide assistance as needed, man. All right. It says, on Monday night, Shutdown D.C. hosted a vigil outside the home of Supreme Court Justice Samuel Alito, who wrote the leaked draft opinion. And over the weekend, pro-abortion rights protesters gathered outside the private homes of Justice Brett Kavanaugh and Chief Justice John Roberts in Chevy Chase, Maryland, outside of Washington, D.C. So these people, they know where these people stay at, okay? They're not going to say, hey, man, it's beautiful to see these things happening, man. All right, it's beautiful that the Lord has woken us up to see these things, man. Yahweh said, blessed are your eyes, for they see, man. All right, we see what's coming, man. This is the downfall of America, Babylon the Great, man. And it's only going to get worse, all right? While protests around the country have been largely peaceful, law enforcement officials in the nation's capital have braced for potential security risks. Last week, an 8-foot-tall, non-scalable fence was installed around parts of the Supreme Court building, and crews set up concrete Jersey barriers blocking the street in front of the court, all right? These people are not, starting with the, way before, the Insurrection Act, the White House insurrection that happened, a year or two ago. These things were going on, man. But we know that was a psyop, okay? That was that 2021 or 2020, January 6th, that was all set up by these, that was all set up, man. All right. And, what did they get out of it? Order out of chaos, man. All right. Now what are they going to do again? Order out of chaos. Problem, reaction, solution. What is going to be the solution after this, man? All right. What is going to be the solution? That's what we have to look forward to. All right. We're seers, right? It says Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell slammed the protesters outside some justice homes, saying they may be flat out illegal, citing a federal law that criminalizes criminalizes pickets with the intent of influencing a judge. Trying to scare federal judges into ruling a certain way is far outside the bounds of the First Amendment speech or protest. It is an attempt to replace the rule of law with the rule of mobs, the Kentucky Republican said in remarks on the Senate floor on Monday. These people don't give a damn what you're saying, man. Because you politicians, you cannot be trusted, man. All right, the prophets have revealed how wicked you are, man. All right. And, the water Habashim Shah for revealing the truth about this government, Babylon the Great, man. All right, this place, this lamb that spoke as a dragon, okay, it's being revealed, man. People are seeing that this government is corrupt, man. All right. It said, and I'm gonna keep going. All right. It says, Biden signs law aimed at streamlining U.S. military aid to Ukraine. All right. And this man is the scriptures say the king's heart, right? Proverbs 21. I think it's 21. Yep. The king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will, right? And that's what the Lord is doing. He's controlling the mind of Joe Biden, okay? Because the Lord wants to do what? The Lord of hosts mustereth the battle, right? His determination is to gather the nations, right? Zephaniah 3:8, all right? It says President Joe Biden on Monday signed a bill into law aimed at streamlining the process for getting military assistance to Ukraine as Russia continues its invasion. All right, and we know that Russia is going to be the end of the Edomite the rulership, man. Okay, in Revelation 13, it goes into the leopard, the head of a leopard, the feet as a bear. The leopard represents the Edomite, the beginning of the Edomite rulership, which was starting with Alexander the Great. And the end of it is going to be with Vladimir Putin, Lord willing, man. All right, Lord willing, he's the man to take out Babylon. All right, because this place, America, Babylon, it has pushed a wicked vibration throughout the whole world, man. All right, and they think these people over here, these Babylonians, and you niggas, you 2/3 Negroes, Latinos, and Seminole Native American Indians, you don't think you're gonna get recompense for your wickedness, man. All right, but you have been condemned by the prophets. All right, your sins have been exposed. All right, now there is no cloak for your sin. All right, the Heavenly Father is about to be justified for what he's doing. Okay, and his son, because he's coming back. His son is coming back to destroy this land as well, and the chariots. All right, it says in the Oval Office signing ceremony for the Ukraine Democracy Defense Land Lease Act on Monday afternoon, Biden said the atrocities that the Russians are engaging in are just beyond the pale. I'm signing a bill that provides another important tool in our efforts to support the government of Ukraine and the Ukrainian people in their fight to defend their country and their democracy against Putin, against Putin's brutal war, and it is brutal. Okay, but Biden said while flanked alongside Vice President Kamala Harris and the bill's sponsors. Okay, Indiana Republican Victoria Sparks, Michigan Democratic Republican Alyssa Stockton. Okay, 3 women. Okay, why is 3 women signing a bill for why is 3 women even there? You're supposed to be at home, man. Showing you that this is Babylon the Great, man. This is confusion, man. It says in Maryland Democratic Senator Ben Cardin. Okay, so the beast will not stop, man. Okay, the whore that sits upon the beast will not stop the agenda, because the Lord is putting it in the spirit, in the spirit of Joe Biden, to continue to bring forth the kingdom, man. It says earlier Monday, Putin delivered an address on Russia's annual Victory Day. Though many have speculated the Russian leader may reveal more about his plans in Ukraine, Putin offered few clues about the direction of the conflict. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki said Putin's claim about NATO creating threats next to our border were patently false and absurd. All right? And you cannot trust this government, okay? They took down RT News because it was giving a different side of of what's going on, okay? But RT News is still on Odyssey. But America, I'm gonna grab that, okay? Because they're America and the EU, they have this thing called well, we gonna get into it all right after this. Well, I'm gonna get into it right now. All right. It says the EU, US, and 32 other countries just announced a declaration of the future of the internet. All right. We gonna make this quick. It says the United States, all European Union member states, and 32 non-EU countries have announced a declaration for the future of the internet that lays out priorities for an open, free, global, interoperable, reliable, and secure internet, and highlights goals like affordability, net neutrality, and removing illegal content without curtailing free expression, although it offers few specifics for achieving them. All right. It says, we are united by a belief in the potential of digital technologies to promote connectivity, democracy, peace, the rule of law, sustainable development, and the enjoyment of human rights and fundamental freedoms. Okay, and we all know what democracy means. Democracy wants to control every aspect of your life, man. All right, and they're going to control the internet, man. All right. They're going to control the internet. That's why they took off RT, man. All right, but we said we're going to go back to it. All right. It says White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki said Putin's claims about NATO creating threats next to our border were patently false and absurd. But this damn government, NATO, which is part of the beast, NATO and the EU, okay, and America, which sitteth upon it, because America is the whore, NATO and the EU is the beast, okay, which is what? The ancient Roman Empire, okay? This is NATO NATO was like a whore that gather abroad, man. All right, NATO goes into all these other nations and infiltrates it and never leaves, man. All right. It says what we saw President Putin do is to give a version of revisionist history that took the form of disinformation that we have seen too commonly as the Russian playbook, right? A revisionist history, right? Meaning, basically they weren't confining, they weren't with E's bullshit. And when I say E, I'm talking about America, okay? Even though Russia is are nothing but Edomites as well, but it just shows you that I'm gonna read it again. It says what we saw President Putin do is give a version of revisionist history that took the form of disinformation that we have seen too commonly as the Russian playbook, and everything that's opposite of what's being told by America, the NATO, and the EU is disinformation. And this is why they're going to do away. This is why they're going to control the internet, and they're going to control what you can put on there. Okay, and they're going to strip the Bible from being on there, man. They're going to strip the Bible from being taught on the internet, man, because it condemns the whole world. Okay, and mainly you Edomites, you so-called white people, right? This book condemns you, okay? And this is gonna be just the various topics, okay? Something in the spirit. All right. It says in the Oval Office signing, Biden noted that Sunday was VE Day, which marks the end of World War II in Europe, and Monday is Europe Day, which marks the anniversary of the effort at European integration that produced the European Union. And he blasted Putin for using the war to bring wanton destruction into Europe. All right. And, they're trying to paint Putin as the bad guy. But they don't understand that this war has been going on for almost 10 years, man. It's just that America is using its witchcraft and its sorceries to play on the minds of you people, okay? The multitudes of the multitude of sorceries by the well-favored harlot, right? I think that's Nahum, the third chapter. Okay, because America pushes it has strong sorcery here. Its witchcraft is the Lord has blessed this man with the ability to control people's minds, man. Okay, you see people here in America driving around with Ukraine flags on their fucking cars, man. Okay, not understanding that they don't understand what's really going on in Ukraine, man. All right, and I don't want to do that. I ain't want to get into all that because they might clip this video. All right, it says the new law, which eases some of the requirements for the U.S. to lend or lease military equipment to Ukraine, passed with bipartisan majority in the U.S. House and Senate. Its sponsors say the legislation gives Biden much broader authority to help Ukraine defend itself against Russia and addresses how the U.S. can get weapons faster to Ukraine. Get weapons to Ukraine faster. All right. And they keep donating millions and millions and billions of dollars to Ukraine, man. Meanwhile, here in America, you have inflation, hyperinflation going on, man. All right, gas prices are going up. Gas is $4.15 here in Cleveland, and it's supposed to raise up 10 cents by the end of the week, man. All right, but you continue to send money over to fight a war that has nothing to do with you, man. Or showing you that this man heapeth into him all nations. Okay, this man is a hypocrite as well, man. All right. It says the legislation will allow us to timely provide the necessary defense equipment for Ukraine to defend itself against Mr. Putin's aggression. It also is a clear message to our NATO allies that they need to step up even more as we look forward to how we can make sure Ukraine is successful in this military operation that Mr. Putin initiated, Cardin said last month following the bill's passage. All right. And that was it. I want to see what else they got in here. Well, yeah, it says the bill comes as Biden signed. The bill signing comes as Biden continues to seek billions in additional funding for the war. He asked Congress in late April for $33 billion. Right. It says the proposal is much larger than the other packages that have been put forward, and is more than twice as much as the $13.6 billion infusion of military and humanitarian aid that Congress approved in March. Okay. And this man is man, this man wants war, man. This Esau Edom is a man of blood, man. All right. It says this is the book of this is the book of Mark, chapter 3, verse 23. And he said unto them, and he was talking to the wicked Israelites, the wicked Jews, right? The scribes and the Pharisees, right? Well, the scribes. It says, and if he said unto them, and he called unto them and said unto them in parables, how can Satan cast out Satan? Right? How? And if a kingdom divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but hath an end. All right, and this man's end is near, man. Okay, there's a lot of division between the Edomites, man. Scriptures say, I will raise up against Babylon. Okay, the Medes, roughly paraphrasing. Okay, and the Medes represent Russia. Okay, and the Lord is about to send Russia. And the Lord is about to visit America through Russia, man. Okay, and then the Lord is going to come back. Okay, Yahweh Shah. All right, but that's going to be after they starve out humanity, okay? Because that's the agenda. Okay, they want to starve out humanity and bring in that tiny technology, man. Okay, but war has to happen between the midst of all of these things, and that's what's coming. All right. I want to see what else I got. Uh, uh, what else is in here? Uh, it says, let's get this. It says U.S., U.K., and EU blame Russia for unacceptable via cyber attack. Right? They just had a cyber attack in Costa Rica. All right. It says the U.S., UK, and EU, right, have formally blamed the Russian government for the February attack against satellite communications provider Viasat, which triggered outages across Central and Eastern Europe hours before Russia launched its invasion of Ukraine. See, they're going to continue to blame Russia for these things, man. And Russia is known, it is known for its cyber attacks, man. All right. It says the European Union and its member states, together with its international partners, strongly condemned the malicious cyber activity conducted by the Russian Federation against Ukraine, which targeted the satellite KSAT network operated by Viasat. The EU said in the joint statement attributing the attack to Russia. While the primary target of the attack is believed to have been the Ukrainian military, which relies heavily on satellite communications, the February 24th attack also impacted internet service for thousands, right, of Viasat customers in Ukraine and tens of thousands of customers across Europe. And this is going to be this is how cyber attacks work. They hit certain cities, okay, and a lot of these cities in America are going to be hit, man. All right, a lot of so-called truthers on YouTube are revealing these things, man. Okay, because they're watching the prophets. All right, they're watching the prophets. Okay, and the attack also disconnected remote access to about 5,800 wind turbines across Germany, as they relied on Viasat routers for remote monitoring and control. All right, and that's really it. I can really keep going in, but that just shows you that the times we're in, man. A lot of cyber attacks, a lot of uprising. It's going crazy, man. All right, let's look. Let's see what this is talking about. All right, it says amid drought crisis, Garcetti to make water conservation announcement. All right, but how can it be a drought when the world is 75% water? Okay, showing you that these demons don't know how to run a world, man. All right. It says Los Angeles Mayor Aaron Garcetti Tuesday is set to make an announcement on water conservation as the region contends with historic drought. Okay, but how is there a drought when you have the Pacific Ocean right next to you, man? Make that make sense. Okay, and you people are gonna follow after the ways of the devil, man. All right, you're gonna do whatever he tells you to do, man. It says the announcement is scheduled for 8:45 a.m. in the front yard of an Eagle Rock home. This comes after Southern California's largest water provider last month announced that it will restrict outdoor watering to just one day a week, starting June 1st for some of its member agencies, including the LA Department of Water and Power, man. All right. The unprecedented decision will affect about 6 million people in parts of LA, Ventura, and San Bernardino counties. And I'm guessing these are well-established neighborhoods, okay? I know San Bernardino is, okay? But yeah, man. It just doesn't make sense. How can you limit the water supply when there's you saying it's a drought, but there's an ocean right next to you, man. All right. It says the Metropolitan Water District of South Carolina, which serves 26 public water agencies and provides water to an estimated 19 million people, is asking Southern Californians for a 35% reduction in their water use, man. Okay, this man has to go, man. All right. This man has to be taken out of rulership, man. 35%. Okay, so what? You can't wash clothes, you can't wash dishes, you can't water your lawn. What can you do, man? This man wants complete control, man. And he's gonna get some of you people to you know, bow down, man. All right? Cause you people have no comforter with you, man. You don't know what's going on. All right? And I'm gonna close out with this, man. This is Second Esdras chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me. This is Second Esdras 9 and 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs pass which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. All right. And these are we understand, okay, that the Lord is on his way back, man. Okay, you had a video that an Issacharite put up, the NASA live stream, and it was showing you the chariots of the Heavenly Father. And it was a big chariot. He said it was the size of a city, man. All right. We're measuring the times, man. All right. It said the Lord is going to visit during these things, man. It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of these things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. All right. It says, for like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings and effects and signs, man. All right. And that's, measure the time diligently, man. We're supposed to be tuned into prophecy, man. All right. Because prophecy is all around us, man. We in the times of the Lord returning, man. This devil is pushing out. He's going hard, man. All right. He's letting out. He's coming down with great wrath, man. Okay. He's about to come down with even greater wrath, man. All right. Lord willing is edifying. All praise and honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect. Kwam Yashar Allah Bible Ball.